Electro Drift. He does not know. He doesn't know. There's the lightning rod. What a play. He does not know. He forgot about Pikachu. Nobody plays against Pikachu. That's the problem. Nobody plays against this thing. They don't know what it does, and they forgot its abilities. Great turn. A really good turn. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. Got a really cool team around Zacian today. Zacian is actually not really seeing that much play on the ladder. I don't know, I haven't really ran into it that much. Haven't been seeing it very much on the ladder either. Well, it's actually a really cool team. You actually, with a bunch of really cool stuff on it. Basic Legion, I haven't seen it forever. But it's actually a Zacian team with actually a Light Ball Pikachu, which actually could be pretty good currently. It actually has a really unique niche, just mainly because Miraidon's pretty common, so it has Lightning Rod, so you're able to kind of absorb stuff from like your water types, like the electric type moves, and get a free boost. Plus, in the rain, you're able to spam Thunder, and a few other things. It also gets Fake Out, which you guys can see here, and a few other things. So, I thought it was kind of a really cool team, especially with Zacian. I haven't really used that much Zacian, apart from like myself building around and building my own team and a few other things around it. Haven't really been seeing it very much, and I think it's still really, really good, so. There's actually a team by Zalray. We actually feature a few of his teams on the channel before. If you guys want to use a team, rental code up in the corner, paste down below. Gonna kind of run through this team. We're gonna hop on into some games and see how it does. Got the Zacian. It's mainly just your really standard set. I think the only thing on this Zacian that's really different is that it's Terra Blast, which I think is kind of unique. Just mainly because you get the stat lowering stuff afterwards. So if you do not get the KO, you actually get your attack and special attack lowered, which kind of sucks. So I don't know. We're going to say that actually does. I have not seen that on Zacian at all, which I thought was kind of unique. Same with the Choice Scarf Chien-Pao. I've not seen Choice Scarf Chien-Pao at all. I've been using Sash. I've been seeing Sash and even like Life Orb. I have not seen a Scarf at all. So it's actually Scarf with Icy Wind. So you have that really incredibly fast speed control, which I think actually outspeeds a lot of the really fast stuff. Like I think mainly Calyrex, and there's a few other things that are also really fast. Dragapult, I guess. Granted, you have Sucker Punch for Dragapult, but still, that type of thing. I guess some more like slower Scarfers, like your base 100, maybe 110 Scarfers, you're able to outspeed, so they could also kind of come in pretty clutch. Otherwise, apart from that, just kind of a really standard set. You got the Boost Energy, Gouging Fire, which I'm assuming is probably booster speed. You actually have Raging Fury on this Gouging Fire as well, which I think is actually kind of like pretty much what it is. It's kind of like Outrage, but like a fire type version of Outrage that lasts like 3 turns. I think it's like 120 base power, but it lasts like 3 turns, and after that you get confused. Kind of like it's pretty much a fire type version of Outrage. I think that's what it is. So we're gonna see how that actually does. It should hit really hard. It's a really hard hitting move, so we're gonna see if it actually does. I think the only thing that actually is really kind of shitty about it is actually I think it's a random targeting move. So unlike like the dragon type move, having to worry about fairy types being completely immune to it, though fire typing, unless they have like flash fire or like anything like that, then you don't have to really worry about it not being immune, so you're always guaranteed to probably get damaged. So that's one other upside to it, I guess, over like Outrage, which is kind of similar. Apart from that, she's got the Howl there for a fast Howl alongside the Zacian or like anything else on this team, and the Burning Bulwark and Breaking Swipe for supportive moves. You got the Light Ball Pikachu with the Terra Fairy, which I think is kind of cool, mainly because I think it's a really solid check to Miraidon. So, pretty much what it does, it is a Lightning Rod, so like any type of electric type moves. There's also a few other electric types that people are running with like electric type coverage and stuff. Kyogre also runs like Thunder and a few other things, and you also have Regieleki kind of being used a little bit more and stuff. So the thing kind of walls all those mons, or at least somewhat. You got the Thunder, which in the rain is 100% accurate. With the Light Ball, does a decent amount of damage, just mainly more of a supportive, or can be offensive. Got the Fake Out there, it's more of a kind of a supportive, like semi-offensive Pikachu, which is kind of cool. And also has I think it's the cool Cantonian Hat Pikachu, which is kind of cool. That's really nice. You got the Pelipper on this team with the Sashes. Overall, it's a really standard set. You got the Terra Ground to dodge the electric type moves and kind of get a clutch Terra. Apart from that, it's just a really standard set with the Wide Guard, Weather Ball stuff. And you actually have the Basic Legion, which I actually have not been seeing very much. I think Basic Legion's another mon that's kind of been a little bit overlooked in the format, just mainly because I think Urshifu is usually like the go-to like water type everybody runs on their rain teams. But I think Basic Legion, just mainly having the ghost typing as well, is really, really good. And being able to run it in the rain, which is kind of cool. So you have the Terra Water, Mystic Water. In the rain, you get the Swift Swim boost, outspeeds pretty much everything. Flip turn, wave crash, last respect, still really standard, but hits really, really hard. I think the only thing you have to kind of be careful for is it's kind of weak to priority. I think that's kind of the reason why a lot of people don't really run Basket Legion over like Urshifu, just mainly because it's a lot more frail and it's a lot more weak to priority type moves. You're immune to Fake Out, but like you're also kind of semi-weak to Incineroar. You get intimidated by Incineroar, and you also take super effective damage from knockoff from like Urshifu does. And like you also are weak to stuff like Grass Eagle Eye and a few other priority moves like Sucker Punch that Urshifu doesn't have to worry about. So could be kind of a few drawbacks. Some like people don't really use it that much, but still think it's pretty good. We're gonna see how it does. Top in some games. All right, we got a match. My opponent actually has the Kyogre, Indeedee, Iron Hands, Urshifu, Tornadus, and the Ursaluna. So kind of a tough game, just mainly because they have their own Tailwind. I think that's kind of the main thing here. That's kind of a problem. I actually think a really good lead here actually is the Pelipper. Pelipper Pikachu is actually a really good lead here. Just mainly because like into both of these, like I can set up my own Tailwind. I also have Wide Card. And like they can't really do much to me, and especially if like the Kyogre has like electric type move, or same with the Iron Hands with Wild Charge, you can't do much to me. So I think that's a really solid lead here. I'm gonna bring the Basket Legion in the back. What else do I want to bring here? I think I'll bring the Zacian in the last mon. See how it goes. Kind of a 50-50 game. It just really depends what they really bring here. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really appreciate it. Keep on bringing videos you guys' way. Keep on showing the support. He actually leads with this. So, I'm not really too scared of this because like I have Fake Out for the Urshifu here. So like I'm just gonna get my own Tailwind up here. I think that's my play. I'm gonna go for Fake Out on this turn. Onto the Urshifu. Just gonna kind of trade Tailwinds here. This doesn't really even put that much of an advantage on me though. Just mainly because I think the Urshifu still outspeeds me under Tailwind. Kinda sucks, so I don't know here. I'm just gonna Hurricane on this turn. I think he wants to go for Bleak Wind Storm, which he can. I'm gonna Hurricane here, and I could Protect. But like, if he goes after me, it doesn't matter anyways. I don't really have a switch in here. That's kind of the problem I'm having. I don't really want to let the Basket Legion take a shit ton of damage either, because I think in the rain, I think he's probably going to just end up like either KOing the Basket Legion with like double moves like the Bleak Wind Storm and the Surging Strikes, or I'll just take too much damage on the next turn. I won't be able to outspeed him anyways. I'm actually going to Helping Hand here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think the Pikachu just drops on this turn, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. He has Taunt. Okay. That's so I can't spam Wide Guard, so that tells me he has Kyogre in the back. That just one-shots me. That's crazy. It only takes one to kill me. That's it. Why I didn't want to switch out there either, I guess. I do get rid of the Urshifu on this turn. But I think he has Kyogre in the back here. I have two plays here. I can go to the Basket Legion, or I can go to the Zacian here. I think I'm going to save the Basket Legion more for late game, especially with Last Respects getting a little bit more extra power to it. I can maybe use that late game. The attack boost. So this could also be a Scarf Kyogre. I don't know, I can't really go for anything here. Like, I'm forced to just attack on this turn, so I'm just going to Hurricane the Tornadus. And then I could go for Terra, predicting him to go Terra Water here, and just go for Terra Blast. Which could be a huge play here. But like, if I Protect, then I'm still going to be taking a shit ton of damage, so I don't know. I could go Terra Stellar on this turn, which wouldn't be too bad. I'm going to go for Play Rough, though. I swear, if he goes Terra on this turn, I don't go Terra like Terra Stellar, Terra Blast, I'm gonna be really mad. Because I would probably want to KO him, if I can, especially if I outspeed him, because we both have Tailwind up, but like I outspeed Kyogre naturally. I'm way faster than it anyways, so. Let's go Terra. Damn. Damn, I should have went for Terra Blast. Damn it. It's Terra Water, too. Damn it, I should have went for Terra Blast. Shoulda went for Terra Blast. I shoulda went for Terra Blast. And I missed my play rough, so now I lose. Now I get one shot and I lose. Wow. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this game is so great. This game fucking sucks. That's resisted on the Pelipper too, so that tells me he's Choice Specs Kyogre. That is Choice Specs Terra Water Kyogre. That's what that shit is. Yeah, there's no way I win now. So not only do I go from actually being really good into this match, we were doing really well, in the span of one turn, with one fucking miss, I lose the entire goddamn match. And that is exactly why I fucking hate Regulation G. If you have one really bad turn, you just automatically fucking lose. I'm fucked, I lose. There's no way I win this. There's no way I win. I think the only thing I can do here is if I can hope that with the Swift Swim boost, that like with Last Respects being like 150 base power, that he's not Specs and he doesn't protect, but like I still have to try to 1v2 his team, and I don't think I have enough health for that, so. I one-shot the Kyogre, but I don't think it matters at this point in the game. Because I'm going to have to eat a Bleak Wind Storm, plus whatever else he has, which I'm assuming he probably has Iron Hands in the back. I'm guessing that does way too much damage. Now I don't have nearly enough health to go for Wave Crash either. I think I only have one turn of Rain left too, so once the Rain's gone, I just lose, so. That's really unfortunate. And yeah, it does have Iron Hands, so. I just lose. That's great. I'm surrendering. This entire match is a prime example of why I just fucking hate Regulation G. One bad turn like that, one crucial miss, and you just instantly lose the game. It was never like that in Regulation F backwards and all the early regulations. Gotta love just getting fucking bent over and fucked by the miss. The most crucial miss of the entire match. Granted, I could have went for Terra Blast there, but like that was a 50-50 play. If he never would have Terra'd, I would have went for Terra Blast, and it would have did like nearly as amount of damage like Play Rough would have did. So I would have still not did nearly the amount of damage. I don't know. Play Rough would have did more if he never went for Terra, but like if he did Terra there, so Terra Blast probably would have one-shotted him at +1. So I don't know. Awful first game. Not looking good. Not looking good. We were missing moves and we're losing based off of missing the crucial game-losing moves. On to the next match. We gotta try to redeem ourselves. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent has a really cool team. He actually has more Pico and Minior, which is really cool. I haven't seen those at all. I don't think I've even seen Minior in VGC at all. Same with Morpeko. He has the Armor Rogue, Morpeko, Ogerpon, Water, Miraidon, Minior, and Iron Bundle, so. It's actually really good. I'm bringing the Pikachu here, just mainly because I think the Pikachu is actually really good into Miraidon. So I'm actually going to bring the Pikachu here, funny enough. Actually going to bring the Pikachu here. I don't know if I want to pair it alongside the Pelipper, though. I think I kind of do. I think I'm actually going to leave Pelipper Pikachu here. Actually does not look too bad into his team. I'll bring the Basculegion. I guess the Basculegion kind of gets a little bit walled by Ogerpon, but I'm not really too worried about that at all. And then I think I'll just bring the Zacian again. I'm trying to bring the same squad as last game. And we're going to see if it works. Zacian's also really good at this guy's team. It outspeeds pretty much everything as long as it's not under terrain or like choiced, so pretty solid. Does bring Ogerpon. So this is actually a really solid lead for me. Great lead. Really good lead here for me. I don't know if I just want to, if I want to fake out the Miraidon here though, or if I want to fake out the Ogerpon on this turn, because the Miraidon, like, he can't spam an electric move. Does he know that I have Lightning Rod? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if a Dragon Pulse will one-shot the Pikachu here. If it does, that's going to be a problem, but... I'm going to fake out the Ogerpon here, I think, and then I'm going to try to get my Tailwind up. Electro Drift! He does not know! He doesn't know! There's the Lightning Rod. What a play. He does not know. He forgot about Pikachu. Nobody plays against Pikachu, that's the problem. Nobody plays against this thing. They don't know what it does, and they forgot its abilities. Great turn. A really good turn. So I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna Thunder here. I'm gonna Thunder the Ogerpon on this turn. I guess Weather Ball doesn't really do much here. I think I just double into Ogerpon on this turn. Spiky Shield. Oh, well, now something's dropping. Unless he's Choice Specs. It's unfortunate. I wish I would have went after the Miraidon and got some chip damage. I think the Pikachu drops here to Dragon Pulse. Something's taking a fuck ton of damage. Power Gem. I'm dead. Brings me down to Sash. Really weird. I haven't seen Miraidon with Power Gem at all. That's another new one. At +1, does a Thunder actually from this range get rid of the Ogerpon? I'm not sure. I'm actually going to keep the Pelipper around. I'm going to keep the Pelipper around here, and I'm actually going to go into the Zacian here. Predicting a Power Gem, or a Dragon Pulse. I think a +1 Thunder from this range should get rid of the Ogerpon, unless he Terras. But then he makes, like, he's going to be weak to Electric, and it won't be neutral. So... show me Power Gem. He's gonna withdraw the Ogerpon. What are you going into? More Pico? Minier, you're not gonna want to eat this. You're not gonna want to eat a Thunder, even with shields down, unless you're Sash. Eat this Thunder, bud. Get out of here. Oh, he's Sash. He is Sash. I don't know if that really matters though. Like, there's the Dragon. What a play. There's another really 1 million IQ play. This guy's getting outplayed. Get outplayed, bud. Two really huge turns for me. I don't know. He has shields down now, so like, but I have Tailwind still, so I don't know if it really matters that much. Like, I just Thunder again. I just Thunder here, and then I go for Stellar Terra, and I go for Play Rough. Like, I don't know what else I really do here. If he doesn't Terra the Miraidon or switch out, he gets one shot and outsped. I think with Tailwind, like, even him being shields down for him, I should outspeed him under Tailwind. I finally land the player off. I finally landed. There it is. It took long enough to finally land one, but it did. This guy's getting absolutely shit on. I'm just outplaying him. I think that's the main problem. Like, on that turn 1, like, giving the free +1 Lightning Rod boost was huge for my side. And, like, the outplay, the switch out into the Zacian on the Dragon Pulse was huge. That was a crazy play, too. He has Armor Rogue. I'm not afraid of Armor Rogue. I got Pelipper in the back. That's fine. Ogerpon. That's fine by me. I'm going to Thunder here. I'm going to Thunder, and then I could go for Terra Blast. He might Terra on this turn, too. I'm going to Protect here. I want to see if he goes for Terra. No Terra. You're going to eat a Thunder, okay. You're going to go eat this Thunder. Let's see if you can actually tank this. It's also under Electric Terrain, too. I forgot about the Electric Terrain, so that also even gives me a boost. Who knew that Pikachu was an anti-meta check to Miraidon, y'all? I never would have guessed. Especially because it sets up the terrain for you, so it also boosts your moves. It can't hit you with an electric type move. You go Terra Fairy, it can't let you hit you with a dragon type move. So like the only other two things I can maybe have is like usually Dazzling Gleam or I guess Parabolic Charge, which is sometimes what they run, which doesn't affect you, or like Power Gem, what this guy had. But Power Gem's really uncommon. This guy just haven't have it. Nobody's running Power Gem. I don't know, I go for Helping Hand here. I'm gonna Helping Hand and I'm gonna go for Terra Blast and see how much this does. He surrenders. Yeah, you don't want to catch this. You don't want to get knocked into next week, bud. Surrender while you're getting just absolutely destroyed. Save yourself a few extra minutes. Get outplayed and destroyed. That right there is the main showcase of why the Pikachu is on this team. Really good anti-meta check to Miraidon teams like that one. Granted, I don't know if like most Miraidon teams are going to be dumb enough to click an electric move right when the Pikachu is on the field, and not like when it's actually switching in. I don't know, that I think they didn't know what it really did, so they ended up clicking Electro Drift without thinking about it. That's, I guess, another thing though, like you don't really see Pikachu being used at all, so people will forget what it actually does and what it actually is supposed to do and like its abilities and all that type of stuff. So, let alone like Catonian Cap Pikachu, which looks really cool. Really cool looking Pikachu. I haven't seen that in forever. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent's actually running a Palkia Origin team, which is really interesting. They have Palkia Origin, Iron Jugulis, Serena, Heatran, Alolan Muck, and Urshifu. Unfortunately for them, I actually have a pretty good matchup into their team because I got the Gouging Fire and the Zacian, which actually looks really good in their team. Not really, actually the Gouging Fire really isn't the greatest, just mainly because they have Urshifu. I'm assuming that's Urshifu Water, and the Heatran, which actually kind of walls the Gouging Fire, surprisingly enough. So I think actually what I do here is I'm actually going to lead Zacian. Zacian Pelipper here to get my Rain up. Get my Tailwind going. What else do I want to do here? I think Basket Legion looks really good here, especially late game. Looks really, really good. I don't know, it comes down to if I want to bring Chien-Pao. Does Chien-Pao have a fighting type move? It does, so I think I'll bring Chien-Pao here. I think it's decent late game. It's not crazy, but like at least it can hit the Heatran. If I bring the Gouging Fire, like it just gets walled by Heatran, which I think he will bring, because it's the Heatran walls the Zacian if I don't have close combat, and I don't. So one drawback to this Zacian on this team, this one does not have fighting type coverage for stuff like Heatran and a few other things. At least with this, I'm assuming what this actually is, it's actually Dragon Shear. Dragon Shear Spectral or Spatial Rend. That's what this shit is. So I want to get this shit out of here right away. Quiet Place. Okay, really weird name. A Quiet Place for Iron Jugulis. Why the fuck's that supposed to mean? Really weird. The question is here though, like, does he Terra on turn 1 to try to dodge a fairy type move here? I don't know. I don't think he outspeeds me. He's 120 base speed, but like, unless he goes for Tailwind on this first turn. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get my own Tailwind up. I'm gonna protect and I'm gonna get my own Tailwind up because I'm Sash. So I'm gonna get my own Tailwind up here. If he goes for Dragon Shear, that's fine. Then he has no Tailwind, so then I can get my Tailwind. I can just one-shot the Jugulis on this next turn. So like, on this next turn, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna one-shot the Jugulis so he can't get his free Dragon Shear up. I should be able to eat an Earth Power as long as he doesn't crit me. I should be able to at least maybe eat one. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna go for Play Rough. We gotta land this one. If I don't land this, I have a chance to lose. So it's gonna be one of those Play Roughs that I gotta land. And I just go for Hurricane here. Really thinking about this one. He's like, oh yeah, I'm Undertale when he gets one shot. He could also switch here, I guess. If he has Heatran, he can go right to Heatran here, but like, he's risking the Weather Ball, so I don't know. Unless he's, I guess Terra Poison too, he could have. Terra this thing, that's fine. Terra Fairy, okay. You just made yourself weak to Steel type moves. If I live this, you're dead on the next turn. He actually outspeeds me under Tailwind. How? How do you outspeed me under Tailwind? Okay, get out of here. I'm dead. If he crits me here, I'm dead. I live. No crit, I live. Can I get a confusion? That'd be great. No confusion. So I outspeed him under Tailwind because I have my own Tailwind up here. I forgot he was booster. I think that's why he outsped me. But even then, like, the Zacian's really fast. So even like with a booster energy, that's crazy there. Like, I also have Tailwind, so that could have also been a speed tie. That was probably really close speeds. So he has Heatran here. I'm just gonna go for Behemoth Blade. He could also protect on this turn, but like I'm gonna go for Weather Ball here now, and like he does protect, but like you're gonna be getting one shot by a Weather Ball. Like I don't see how you live this. Like he's at the range to where like I have Basket Legion, so Basket Legion on this next turn can just come in and get the free kill. But he actually lives a Weather Ball. That's crazy. Do I live this? No, I don't. It's fine though. I have Basket Legion, so that's fine. And I actually outspeed the Heatran, so it's a 2-hit KO. I go into Basket Legion here and let's go for a Wave Crash. If he wants to switch, he can. I could also go Terra Water if I really wanted to, but I'm going to save my Terra yet to see what his last Mon really is. I think a Wave Crash from this range just gets the KO anyways. And I'm going to go for the Weather Ball here again. He's in a bad spot because, like, I just outspeed him here. Like, he either switches or he has to try to double protect. And, like, something's going down here. Like, something dies. And, like, being that he used the Terra on the Palkia here, he doesn't have the Terra on the Heatran to try to dodge the Water-type moves. Bad. Huge KO. Huge KO. I don't know. What is your last Mon? Because like if it's Urshifu, I think I just win. If he has Urshifu or if he has Serena, I think I just win the game. I think the only way he has a chance to maybe win is if he has Muck and he starts setting up evasion. He does have Muck, okay. A Blob Bob. Cool nickname for the Muck. That's one of the better nicknames he has. Blob Blob. I think I just Terra Water here though. Like, what's stopping me from like just going Terra Water here? I guess I can go Terra Ghost because he might have Drain Punch for the Chien-Pao, but I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. YOLO. We're going YOLO. And then I'm gonna Hurricane. We're just gonna fucking throw a Wave Crash into this thing and then knock it into next week and take the W and leave. So I don't think he lives this. It's in the rain, it's Terra boost and Mystic Water boosted. I think you're dead. Unless you're like a max defense, max HP Muck. Goodbye, get out of here. Get destroyed. Played really good versus this guy too. Granted, he didn't really have the best matchup into me as well. He had like a 50-50 turn there on his first turn. His team is kind of weak to Zacian, which we got really lucky with. His team is pretty weak to Zacian. Like, barring the Heatran, but like I also have the Water-type Mons on my team. So like if I never had like the Blipper or like the Basket Legion, the Heatran would have kind of walled a lot of this team. But like I ended up having the Blipper and the Basket Legion, which kind of just broke through the Heatran. So like apart from the Heatran, like he doesn't really have much at all for Zacian, which was another huge thing. And matching his Tailwind there was pretty good too. Solid game. Let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for the team, I actually do really like this team. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff on this team that actually works really, really well. Even in my testing games, I think I actually I forgot how many testing games I did, but I think I only got like one loss with this team. All the other matches I actually ended up winning all my games. I had a few really close games that were down to like a 1-0, But like I ended up winning the majority of my games apart from one, and that was the one where I missed a play rough, which you guys probably seen. I got really mad. That is the only game that I lost with this team, excluding like any of the testing matches. Like I won all my testing games I did with this team off screen that I usually do with all these teams. I test them out, and like all the other games, I won every single other match with this team. So kind of says a lot when like the only game I actually lost is because of a fucking miss. That's why I was so angry about it, because I was doing so good, and then especially after all the testing games of finally recording, and the first game I do recording, I fucking miss on play rough, and I lose the game automatically. That's why I was so mad. But really solid team. I think he also said the creator of the team also said this team was actually made for like some type of tournament. So hopefully this team did pretty well. I'm not sure how that actually did, but I think the only complaint with this team is like the only thing I never used. I don't think I even brought it once was the Chien-Pao. I never brought the Chien-Pao once at all in my games. I brought the Gouging Fire a few times, and I brought like everything else, usually like multiple games in a row, especially the Zacian, like every single game and stuff. But the only thing I never brought once at all, and like all the games I did, was the Chien-Pao. Maybe just because I had some bad matchups to where I didn't really see it like any reason to bring it over some of the other stuff on this team. But I don't think that's really a bad thing about why the Chien-Pao is on this team. I think it's here for an obvious reason. I think just me and the games I got and the ones I went against, or like the teams I went against, Chien-Pao just didn't really make sense over a few other things on this team, which is completely fine. So I don't think it's really because it's bad or doesn't belong on this team. It just got some that type of stuff happened. So I just don't really care for the Choice Scarf. I don't know if the Choice Scarf's really the best thing on the Chien-Pao. I don't really care for that me personally, but like I said, I never brought it to any of my games, so I don't know how it actually plays and if it's actually any good. And it actually plays with the team really well. So I'm not going to shit on it too much, but at least me personally on paper, I don't really care for Chien-Pao being Choice Scarfed. I would actually prefer even like Life Orb or something else. I think it would be a little bit better. Apart from that, really solid team. Not really too much complaints, or at least like feedback for the team. I think this team's really, really solid. If you guys want a really solid team, I think this actually be a pretty good team to actually even use on like the ranked ladder to try to get to Master Ball tier. Pretty solid team. So if you guys want to use it for that as well, rent the code up in the corner, paste down below. Really solid team. I had fun using this team. Pikachu's always a fun mon to really use, so whenever I get a chance to use it, I usually end up using the team and kind of trying to feature for you guys. Really cool mon. Kind of an underrated mon. Its stats really aren't the greatest, and it really relies on the light ball to do stuff, but if you can actually find a really cool niche for it, it actually is really fun to use. Apart from that, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the video. If there's anything you guys want to see as well, let me know in the comments down below. I've just been kind of trying to find some teams with like some more unique stuff, like some non-restricted mons that pair really well with some of the current restricted that are like kind of like anti-meta picks that counter some of the current like top usage restricted. Like for example, like the Pikachu on this team being like a really good counter, like Miraidon, for example, and a few other things. So kind of more similar teams like that, where some more obscure stuff that you don't really see very much, but it's a little bit better with Regulation G. You can do some stuff as like some type of niche. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. See you guys in another video.